Hi, Charles here. Well, Susie and I are doing the final touches of getting ready for a trip that's coming up day after tomorrow, 11-day trip to Colorado and back. And I want to talk about what eco-lithium batteries I'm going to bring with us, and we'll leave her alone. She's on a mission. Thanks for watching. Well, I tried to do this a couple of hours ago, and all of a sudden the rain came, and then it was torrential, so now it's gorgeous and beautiful. So it's early Monday evening. We will be leaving on Wednesday morning. You already may have seen the dead transit issue, but actually it was a good learning experience, and I found out that you really can't leave those cameras on or you're going to have a dead vehicle in the morning. But I had the forethought to get the battery unit to get us back going, so I'll always make sure to keep that fully charged. And speaking of batteries, this will be an 11-day trip, and so I'll show a picture if you've not seen before, but in the back on the driver's side, the back box in the bed platform that's on my side, that's where I've got the fuse panel, a Blue Seas 12-volt fuse panel. I've got plenty of empty slots there. Did all the wiring everywhere, and so 12 volt is what you want to run. Anything you can do 12 volt or USB, but especially you will get most bang for your buck out of your batteries. And so you probably have seen these before, but I'm very blessed with our corporate partners. And wow, look at this. I mean, Ecoflow came in a big way. And I actually have 4 folding solar panels that are over in the garage that I won't bring those in because I'm not going to bring them on this trip. This is 11 days, and our first night out, we're at a Harvest Host. Sometimes those places have power, and sometimes you get there and they may offer it, but typically they'll let you know in advance if they have that available for you. And again, Harvest Hosts, they don't charge you. You pay an annual $65 fee, and then I think there's several thousand of these wineries, breweries, farm produce, alpaca, apiaries, just a lavender farm, all kinds of places you can go. And typically they have 1 or 2 spots. Some bigger ones will offer more. So we'll be staying at a winery, Serenity Winery in Fulton, Missouri, not that far off the interstate, on our first night. And so I'm assuming that we will not have power. It's not supposed to be all that hot on this whole trip, so I'm not bringing our portable air conditioner because we've got a good ventilation system with the Max Air fan and the passive vent, and then we bought 2 small fans, and let me get one and show you that because they're really going to be helpful. So we can both take heat pretty well. I'm probably take it better than Susie. If I have air moving on me, I'm fine for the most part. And so I bought Susie one of these O-Polar fans, and it's got a lithium battery, 3 speeds, but you can also you charge it with a USB-C or a standard USB mini port plug. And this thing really puts out a lot of air, and it's got a clip. And so Susie's new cabinets that she made, they clip and are on there perfect. The other day I went in, turned mine on straight at me where I'd be sleeping, and it was perfect. It really was. And so we'll always keep these charged up. So I don't know how many hours they'll go. I think it's 5, 6, 7 hours, I think, or longer, depending on which speed you use. And then we can have it plugged into I can run it to one of the lithiums. I did not put USB ports in the back. I was going to do that because I didn't think I'd need it, but as it turns out, I could actually do it. I have ways of tagging in, but I don't want to cut any more holes, so I'll make it work. But anyway, this is an addition. So anything 12 volt is great, and all of that first 7 days, we only have 1 night where we're going to need to run on lithium batteries. And so everything can run from the Ecoflow. So if it was a 1-week trip and only 1 night, I would just take 1 Delta, maybe even just a River Pro, but I think I would take 1 Delta because the 1300 can run our microwave, coffee pot, all the lights, the water pump, everything very easily, and it recharges so fast. So then the rest of the trip on our way back, we are going to be back again at a state park as we head east. And then we have 3 nights in a row where we're going to be at Harvest Host. And it's actually 3 wineries. And I don't think any of them are offering power, but again, you don't know. But they typically have food, or you can buy something from their gift shop because you expected to spend $20. And so, I mean, I'm very blessed with all these Ecoflow units, so I don't need to haul all these for this trip. 3 nights in a row, if I bring these 2, which I'm going to, I don't think I would have to recharge them during this trip. The last 2 days of the trip we're at a runaway camper rally, and we'll have power there. So on this trip, I think my plan is I'm going to bring the 2 Deltas and then one of these smaller units. This is the River Pro and this is the extra battery. You can't use this battery alone. It has to be plugged into the River Pro. It's a real thick cable. It's kind of unwieldy, but it doubles the power. So we have 1300 watts, 1300 watts. This is 720 and that's 720. But I think what I'm going to do is bring these 2 and this. And so this trip I'm going to leave back home the smart battery, and then this is a River Max, which is a River with a extra battery on it. It's 576 watts. They all have the fast charging, and they just work so well. I believe that even this could run with their X-Boost technology. I think it's what it's called. It can actually run some pretty big things, but I will be all set with these. We actually took one of these on our trip to Colorado last year, and we ended up fine. I think I went to the bathroom at Rocky Mountain National Park just right across from our campsite, went in, and it was down to 50%, and in like 30-40 minutes it was back all the way up to 100%. So it's easy to figure out on this trip. And then we have a big trip coming at the end of August into September, and there will be like 6 nights at Rocky Mountain. We'll be at 2 or 3 nights at Colorado National Monument, and all those places don't have power. So on those, I may very well bring 2 of the folding solar panels so that when we are there, and if it's sunny, then I'll just throw them up there. And even if we're on a hike or something, I'll have a way of securing them up there, and I think it'll be fine. On that trip, we may very well bring the Zero Breeze, but we'll be fine running it with these. And on that trip, I may bring all of these with us. So this sits in the box, and this sits next to it, and then these will be in other boxes. So we're very well prepared for our camping trip, and like I said, just very blessed, very fortunate to have this. And thank you again and again, Ecoflow, for jumping in. And you should see what they're coming up with now. They've got the River Pro, which is, I think it's double the power of this, and then a ton of add-ons. It's just crazy what they're coming up with. And I might be reviewing one of the River Pros. I told them I'm open to it, but we'll see what happens. I'm very, very fine with this. So again, if you're new to the Ecoflow products, I'm obviously prejudiced, but I've had 2 of another famous brand, and they just don't charge as fast. And these can run things that you would not expect that they would be able to do because of the technology that they have. So that's what I'm doing on this trip, and we'll be well powered. Thanks for watching.